Hey guys, I'm going to do a fun, cute little video today on all of the 12 zodiac signs and how they show jealousy. That was a big theme in my Venus retrograde video, so I just got to thinking, how do all of the zodiac signs show jealousy, or how do they behave? So if you think someone might be behaving this way, or if you want to know how to make someone in your life jealous, this might be a video to stay tuned for. So the first sign is Aries. Now, Aries people are a fire sign, so they can be very feisty, very confident, straightforward. But if they feel like someone around them is like overshining them in a way, which Aries typically don't, they're not like the Leo that needs attention to feel satisfied. They more are confident within themselves because they just are confident within themselves. It's not like they don't seek it from other people, they have it from within. But if there's someone around them that just is like leveled up higher than they are, they will look at that person and kind of want to be maybe like them in a way. And so that can be like kind of how they can be slightly jealous, is just if there's someone around that comes into their circle or something and maybe they're just naturally like outshining them in a way. That can be something where an Aries will feel a little bit triggered. Aries are also very like passionate, so you'll know if they're jealous. They'll usually tell you right away. It's not something that they're going to be indirect about. They will be very direct with how they are expressing that. But it's hard to make them actually jealous because they are just so confident from within themselves. Now, the second sign in the zodiac is Taurus. Taurus people are very possessive, they are very stubborn, and they do get jealous easily because they are so possessive. So they can show that sometimes by just straight up, acting kind of crazy, and sometimes just telling you, that they want you to behave a certain way, and they're not very sneaky about it. Taurus people are pretty straightforward and direct as well, but they're kind of irrational sometimes because they can be so stubborn and want things to be their way. So if someone around them is not letting them manipulate them or be in control of them in a way, that can cause them a lot of anger and jealousy. So like if their partner is just not listening to them, ignoring them, kind of doing what they want to do instead of doing what the Taurus wants them to do, then this will cause, jealous problems. Gemini people aren't particularly jealous. They are very social and talkative themselves, so they usually will give their partner that same freedom to be social, be talkative, kind of be out and about, and whatnot. But there is like a bit of a tinge of that to them if they feel like they're being disrespected, or if they feel like maybe even there's like mental cheating that can even hurt more than like the physical type of cheating for a Gemini, because they want to have such a good mental connection with you. So if they feel like you're even like texting someone or doing something behind their back, that is like something that would really piss them off. Now, Cancers are protective, but they're a little bit more indirect with their jealousy. They will usually wait and tell you it behind closed doors, or tell you that they hurt, that you hurt their feelings. They are strong though. Like Cancer people are pretty tough on the outside, and they have that softer sensitivity on the inside. So they can be pretty resilient to just people trying to make them jealous. But on the inside, they can actually be quite sensitive. So you just have to be careful. But if you're like wanting to make a Cancer jealous or something, they can usually hide it pretty well. Like they won't come out and just say, oh yeah, this is what's going on. They'll usually wait and like come around and maybe be a little bit sneaky with how they come back and, get revenge or try to make you do what they want. So it's just a little bit indirect. They won't always tell you right when you're making them jealous. Now, Leos are a fire sign. They are the type of sign that will definitely be very jealous because they want all of the attention, they want all of the spotlight. So if someone else comes in and maybe is like naturally getting that, that will bother them a lot. they feel best when the spotlight, the drama, and all the attention is on them. So really, anytime that someone comes along and takes that away or steals like the shine from them, that is when they will be jealous. And they also want 100% of your attention. So if you're dating them or something and they're not giving you that attention, that will cause a lot of drama. Now Virgos are pretty, I wouldn't say Virgos are like super jealous. They are very like particular with who they allow around them and what they allow in their space. They can be kind of insecure sometimes if they feel like other people are around them are getting more attention or outshining them. Sometimes they prefer to kind of take the back seat and be not in the spotlight, but it doesn't make them very comfortable when like their boyfriend or somebody is giving that person attention. They're like, okay, well, you should sit back with me and just, you know, relax and chill out. Don't be all like giving this person that came in and is stealing the spotlight. Like, don't just give them that attention, just kind of ignore them. So Virgos are great at like ignoring. They'll just be very cold with you and ignore you if you make them mad or jealous or something. Now Libras like to act like they're not jealous ever. They are very good at putting on that Venusian like cold front face where they will just smile and, you know, be very fake and pleasant with you and, you know, act like nothing's happening, but they're always counting the like tit for tat type of thing. Like if you have like something nicer than them, a nicer car, a nicer house, nicer clothes, nicer purse, nicer shoes, like they are very aware of that. So they're always trying to be the best like themselves and, you know, not let someone just come and be better than them, but they will, you know, kind of, they can be more sneaky about it. So they'll like observe something and they'll be like, oh wow, like that's a really nice bag, where'd you get it, you know? Or they'll like assume like it's fake or something like that, until they see the proof, like, oh, that you actually went and bought it, or they went shopping with you or something. Like they can be sneaky, but they like to social climb as well, so that's something to be aware of. Like they'll put themselves in situations with people who are better than them to learn from them and to kind of get the game from them in a way, but they won't usually show the jealousy on the outside. They'll wait until they get behind like closed doors with you, and they'll usually like manipulate the situation to explain it to you in a way that you agree with and then change your behavior. So it's like a kind of more of a social like thing, like they'll, you know, do that more in like their social circles, and then as far as relationships, kind of just address that privately. Now Scorpio people can be very jealous because they're a fixed sign. Scorpio sometimes can be the type of planet that wants to have their partner like be obsessed with them. They want that attention for themselves. So if their partner is out giving attention to other people or, you know, interacting with other people, that can make them very jealous. But they're usually pretty upfront and like straight up with you about what they want and what they expect, and will cut people off who like cross those boundaries or who don't meet those requests of theirs. So Scorpio people definitely can be jealous, and sometimes can be vindictive, even revengeful, that kind of thing. Now Sagittarius people, they will pretty much pretend like nothing happened, go off and go out. Like if you make them jealous, they'll just go out with their friends, go travel, go book a trip, and ignore you and pretend like whatever. They can sometimes be a little bit, you know, if you're not doing exactly what they want you to do and what they're telling you is the right way of doing things, they will get jealous of that. You know, if you want to carve your own path, have your own way about doing things, you know, not be controlled, they won't always like that because they think that their way is the best, but they also don't want to be controlled. So they'll give you freedom, you know, but if you start to like piss them off or make them jealous, or someone comes around who makes them jealous, they'll usually like try to find a way just to escape and not be around that person, or not like face it. They'll just want to leave. Now Capricorn people definitely do get very jealous, and they have like a very cold way about, you know, handling it because Saturn rules Capricorn, so they can just cut people off or you know, explode even. Like Saturn people a lot of times will keep things bottled up for a really long time, but then once they get to a breaking point, it will kind of like the anger and, you know, it'll be like a volcano kind of exploding. Capricorn's an earth sign, so they can be kind of like that, like very harsh with it, very harsh with their words, and then also kind of explosive with any anger. Jealousy, they can definitely be jealous of people with more money, more power, more social stance, more recognition than them, especially like if people are getting recognition at work or something, or raises, and they're not getting that. That can bother them. Now, Aquarius people love their freedom, but they're also ruled by Saturn traditionally, so they can be very harsh and cold, similarly to Capricorn. But they'll usually just tell you to kind of F off, you know, if you're making them jealous or something, or talking to someone, if you're trying to make them jealous, they'll just tell you to kind of go away and they'll ignore you. They're, again, a very like cold kind of a person usually, so they will just ignore you, do their own thing, and then kind of take revenge that way. Like they can be like, okay, well, if you're gonna do that, then I'm gonna go be free as well. And that's just how it's gonna be. And, you know, they don't like to be controlled either, so they're not going to want to control you. I guess as far as jealousy, I don't really see Aquarius being a super jealous placement. They're usually wanting to be friends with people, wanting to connect, and they don't really mind if their partner does the same thing. Now, Pisces people are surprisingly very jealous. They, not necessarily Pisces sun, but if you have a different planet in Pisces, sometimes can be very jealous. They can be kind of manipulative. They can be a little bit delusional, even like see things a way that's not actually true. So they can make up stories about jealousy or something happening in their head and like run with it when that's not even like even close to reality. But they are very sneaky. So they can decide, oh, well, you know, this person did that to me, or I think they're doing that. So now I'm going to go off and I'm going to do this and keep it a secret, and you won't even know what they've done. They're just very like sly and kind of can be manipulative in that way if they feel slighted or jealous or anything like that. So these are the 12 signs and how they can be jealous or how you can make them jealous in a way. So this was just a really, really quick overview. I thought it'd be a fun video to do. Let me know if you guys have any feedback, and hope you guys are liking the videos. Have a great day. Bye.